They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
Coming right up, the Hornets taking on the Grizzlies. For Charlotte, this team is playing winning basketball, victorious in 7 of their last 10 games. Grizzlies, Hornets, it's next. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And here's what Memphis' schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Houston Rockets. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the Clippers matchup, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
And here's Memphis' starting group. Edey out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Davis. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Howard in at the 3, the small forward. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's Morant. Here's Achiuwa. Achiuwa with the dunk.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Pass to Money. Down low. Oh, they pick off the pass. Howard against Miller. Here's Edey to the left wing. From deep, Morant. Williams grabs the board. And he's going for the oop here. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee, and we discussed his plan for Ja Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie. Knocks down the triple. Man's got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Morant with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Back to Morant. There's the triple. Here's Edey, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And he lobs it up top. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. This is the first they're seeing of Memphis.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they play 10 games, each side would win 5.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
And here are the Hornets now. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Williams passes to Money. Pass to Bridges. 5 on the clock. Count it.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Grizzlies trail by 6. Howard finds Morant. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Edey. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Now here's Bridges. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Here's Mann, 5 to shoot, and the three-pointer goes. Mann's got 9 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Achua, and right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Now, here is Howard. He played a great game against Golden State. Morant with it, and it's Mann picking him up. Morant, the pass to Howard. Achua for 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Here's Miller. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Miller's got his second basket of the game.
Rising to meet the challenge of that interior defense. What a play by Miller.
Pass to Davis. To the paint. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And Morant clears the board.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Pass to Davis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pulls it. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Miller's got 6 points.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Now here's Davis. Bridges on the double. Back to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, showing off the vertical right there. Davis relishes any chance he gets to throw it down.
And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of the season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
And so it's Memphis with it. They trail by 1, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense. And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Out left to the wing. The 3, Smith. And he buries his first look.
A dead-eye shooter. Nick Smith is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
Now here's Davis. 6 points for him. Morant. Here's Edey. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Smith. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. And it's good for 2.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Davis. Outside Achua from the arc. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
I think they've got to consider throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
Money misses. Memphis leading. Pass to Morant. Puts it up from 15. And he gets the bucket.
And Morant can really fill it up, especially from these in-between areas.
Here's Smith. 5 points in the game. Here's Money. Checked by Davis. Here's Money. Smith outside. 4 on the clock. Fires for 3. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Jazz was all business. He contributed 52 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Now here's Smith. Give him 8 points now. Money misses.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Williams, and it's Wells in at the 3 spot. Clark outside. Here's Pippen. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Golden State. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Bridges. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Bridges, in some ways, to me, is a throwback player. He's a 6'6" forward and does a little bit of banging down low. Actually, a lot of banging down low.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Achua's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Williams. Inside. Here's Money. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. 3-pointer off the mark. Memphis has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. The Hornets with a lead. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Here's Pippen. He's guarded by man. Pippen, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Money, pass to Miller. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Now it's a 5-point Charlotte lead.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Morant taking no chances on the flush.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Man, the pass to Money. Outside man, Bridges outside. Pass to Money. Outside man. Williams with the screen. And that one's good. Man's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Outside Morant. To the inside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Miller, right side. Pass to Money. The three is up. Memphis with a rebound. Morant surveying the floor. Oh, misses the dunk.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Ooh, poked away. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. And this is a player who's been giving his all. Our Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
When you think about everything he's done on the offensive end, he's more than deserving of this award. He put his team on his back when it came to putting points on the board.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. Davis comes in for Pippen. Three-pointer, Bridges. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Wells. No made baskets yet. Pass to Morant. Three-pointer, no good. Charlotte leading by 4. Money, pass to Miller. Here's Money. Williams with the screen. Here's Money. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Miller can't get it to go. Grizzlies trail by 4. Davis with it, and it's man picking him up. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside. That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Money, pass to man. Bridges outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Clark, you look at the scoring ability of Miles Bridges. Most nights, he feels like he has an advantage.
And I would agree with that when you think about defenders trying to slow down Miles Bridges. Most guys are either too slow or not strong enough to deal with him. As a result, he's able to make it tough.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach is given the 16th foul.
After the review, the ruling on shooting for the Grizzlies. Precious Achiuwa.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Davis, the pass to Morant. Clock at 6. Pass to Achua. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Bridges. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Bridges that time being rewarded for his hustle and his awareness right there. Opportunistic score that time.
Howard with the ball. Back to Morant. Launches it. Ooh, that's good. Morant from way out.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Money. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
The drive by Morant.
And Morant is tough to contain without fouling, especially when he's attacking the rim.
It's his first trip to the line. The free throw drop. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Charlotte on top. They lead by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it from the
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Charlotte Hornets.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. Okay, so now let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
Uh-oh, there's a duel at the point guard position, really testing each other's ability to run things. Cerebral battle.
You see, in basketball, Ernie, point guard is like chess. The center play, well, it's a little simpler, like checkers.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Tre Mann with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
It's Miller and Bridges teaming up at the forward spot. And it's Williams. Then there's Tre Mann, and it's Money in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
In the paint, Morant puts it in.
Just electric. Ja Morant. I mean, someone you pay to see.
They set the pick. Here's Miller. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Miller's got 16 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Achua with a screen on Miller. And here's Morant outside. Here's Money, takes it inside, and that one is hammered home.
With 2 hands on the rock, He powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Here's Davis. The 9-footer's on the mark. Give him 8.
And look at Davis taking full advantage on the inside shot. A young guy who knows he can't waste a high percentage opportunity.
Here's Miller. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Outside Morant, down low. Achua. Oh, throw it down!
Nice! Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Here's Money. From outside, off the mark.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Pass to Morant. Baseline jumper. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going on, look out. He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
And the Hornets making a change here. Nurkic just checked in. Here's Mann. Knocks down the long K. Mann's got 22 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Pass to Money. Back to Mann. They set the screen. Launches a 3. And Charlotte another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for Memphis. A 12-point game. Oh, nice! Oh, big finish! Man!
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
Ooh, the deep hit on that pass fake. That freed him up. Man's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And Williams over to help. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Howard against Miller. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Howard. Puts up a 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 7 tonight. They set the pick. Here's Mann. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Grizzlies trail by 15. Outside Davis. Outside Achua. Pass to Morant. Wide open look. Here's Edey. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. Checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Pippen. Here's Money. Here's the three. Davis with a rebound.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant is out there with Davis. Then there's the Chua. Then it's Edey. And it's Howard in at the three. Inside. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Well, Memphis shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Money. Miller outside. Fires top of the key. Memphis with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Edey, that's good.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Nurkic passes to Money. Miller, right side. Here's Okogie. Pass to Miller. Gets a very good look and converts. Miller's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have two.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
There he is, man, the myth, the legend.
I need to hear more about how he sees this.
I like that. It's educational.
You did what you set out to do. Brought home the NBA Cup.
We're a great offensive team, but...
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every...
What is going on, MP? Okay, give me the typical day of a chicken. Oh, well, first, go out. Eat your cabbage, food.
Same time, let's get it, MP.